You do not even consider for a moment the blood, sweat, and tears of the Filipino, millions of them outside of the country. You know, that's a problem. There is no legal basis for being there. Walang holdover sa barangay. They are just there, I don't know, de facto, whatever. But the reason why I advise Congress, kinausap ko ito si Senator Soto, sinabi ko, because he knows the problem very well, but fingertips rin niya itong drug, kalaban niya. Sabi ko sa kanila, do not commit the mistake of calling for an elections now because narco politics has entered into the mainstream of Philippine politics. Ang manalo nito, yung mga barangay captain nga sa listahan natin. Either patayin mo na natin itong mga yawa na ito kasi kung pagka hindi, they will be elected again and you have the looming elections next 20. The local elections, it's just around the corner. Kung nandyan ito, and they can influence the electorate, magkakaroon ng utang na loob itong mga officials, delikado, because then you will have completed the conversion of this country into a narco-politic state, the URIC. Kaya sabi ko, wag muna, but they are there. I do not know what Senator Scott. Anong kanon nila? Sabi ko, it's quite a bit messy. Kasi pagka tinanggal mo rin ang mga gagong to, magsigawa na, no? We are looking for a way to appoint na lang the barangay captains, but the mechanism of how to go about it, select them. Ako, I can, but you know, it's always the president who has the power to appoint. But I'm going to compromise with the church and everybody. They can nominate 3 citizens from, pagka magsabi ang PDEA, pati ang police, and the military, that they have no connections with the rebels. That's one. Second is that they are not into drugs. And third is that they are not really the leaders of politicians. If you can have that list, I would be happy to just, coming from the Roman Catholic, from the Islam group, the Jehovah's Witnesses, it's not actually interference in the preference of the character that should be there. Eleksyon eh. Hindi naman sabihin nakikialam yung simbahan. And the Lions or lahat, lista mo lang yung accredited, they can nominate. So we can do away with shady characters. Pero pag ginawa mo ang eleksyon ngayon, ito ang mananalo, yung nasa listahan. 40% of the total barangay captains are into drugs. That's my problem. Kaya kayong mga Pilipino, be sure to elect. Kasi hindi ko kaya kung ako lang. Wala akong panahon na patayin silang lahat. Tulungan ninyo ako. Yung next, be careful. Be careful with drugs. Dilika, pera yan eh. Tinanong ko nga, I ask somebody sa plane, how long did it take you to earn your first million? Tanongin ko si, he need not answer, tanongin ko si Speaker Villar, sir, kailan ka kumita ng first million mo, second million? Years yan. Lahat dito nagtabi. Drugs. May ulol na mayor. He distributed drugs on the east side. Yung Udikta na yun was on the west side. And how many Filipinos are deranged now because of their activities. They cook drugs, 2 months, they are millionaire. Kaya marami pumapasok dyan. It's the greed, money. Pantay kayo dyan. It's easy to produce and you destroy a generation of Filipinos. Kaya nga ako sa OFW, let me lecture 2 minutes. Kaya dumudugo yung puso ko. Nakita ko sila lahat shouting, Duterte, gano'n, with all the adulation and clapping. But what was in my mind while I was looking at them? Yung pagod nila, nandoon nga sa ibang bayan, yung sa ibang countries, 2-3 oras lang ang tulog because they are transferred from one household to another to clean. So itong anak ko lang helper doon siya. Then he has to clean the room of another relative. That's why they say it's uniform. Hindi ba ninyo nakita? They are only allowed 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Have you not noticed that? And they are abused, raped, and they endure it, most of them. Manganak na lang dyan sa aeroplano. Yan ang masakit sa akin. Ang tatay nandito, yung gaday na doon. They work hard, endure abuses, so that they can send money here sa mga anak nila para mag-aral. And after years of toil, madisgrasya, mag-uwi dito, nakita nila anak nila, babae, naging whatever, o hindi, na biktima ng mga turugista. Why? Andyan sa baba ang pinakalaban, the miserable life is there. Then you add to their misery. You do not even consider for a moment the blood, sweat, and tears of the Filipino, millions of them outside of the country. Tapos mukainin niyo ako na, kaya kayong mga pare, ilan? 10,000? Papatay ako ng 50. Sinabi ko naman, if you destroy my city, I will kill you. If you destroy my country, the more that I will kill you. I said, I will kill. Sa awa ng Diyos, wala pa akong pinatay ni isa ngayon. Kung hindi kayo bigay, hindi ko sinabing utusan ko yung police, pati sundalo magpatay. But if they kill those idiots, yung mga ulol sa buhay, in the performance of their duties, in obedience to my order, I will take the consequences. Do not worry. And if I will have to rot in prison, I will do it. Because not everybody is given the chance by God to be president. Not everybody, not Filipino na maging presidente. Putang ina, magpakamatay ako sa Pilipino. Let's say kayo. Talagang yayariin ko kayo. Do not do it. Drop Shabu. Drop everything. Kayong mga politiko, I warned you. The mayors and all, barangay captains, huwag kayo talagang magkamali. Yayariin ko kayo. Do not do it to the Filipino. Not lalo na ngayon. Ihirit ako ng ihirit. I do not really care what your mayor. Ako mismo magamit ng baret, ako ang babaril sa iyo. Hindi kita madala sa ambush, barilin kita sa malayo. Lalo na yung mga political holding power, do not do it. You are courting death there. Prangka-prangka na lang tayo. Hanggang dyan, wala namang iba kasing paraan. Either you continue to plunder this country, you work, you inflict misery and agony sa mga kababayan ko. At ako yung presidente ngayon. Who gets the blame? Who will answer for this? When at this time, lumabas itong mga to, we never realized that it would hit millions. And when did it happen? During my term. Hindi ko maipasa ito kay Aquino. Hindi ko mapasa ito kay Arroyo. Nandoon pa pala mayroon ng, sa amin mayon panahon, hindi, ikaw yung presidente ngayon, hindi, solve it. Ngayon, ako, sige. Yung pala gusto ninyo. Kayong mga pare, you're put on notice that I will not. Hindi ako atras. Even an inch, I will not. I will suffer the consequences if you want. I will answer for my deeds and for my orders. Go out and hunt for them. Arrest them. Mas gusto ko matulog sila dyan. Putangin. Yan, sa kulungan. Alam mo, matutulog sila nakatindig. For the utter lack of space. Good. Hindi ko naman kailangan patayin. Mas gusto ko patindig yan, nakatulog. Hindi ako maggawa ng bagong kulungan. Tama na kayo dyan. Human rights. Gusto ninyo kayong gumastos. So if your hearts are bleeding outside, mga yung iyo, pati ano, yung iyo, they keep on harping on us. I could not understand this iyo. Alam mo, iyo, between the years 1914 to 16, there was a war. The Archduke of Joseph Ferdinand was assassinated. Then the Second World War. First World War, kayo-kayo yan, mga gago kayo. You know how many died? 90 million Europeans. Do not give me that shit about that happened a century ago. Things do not happen. You are as good as you are now with your conscience. Remember, pinatay yung isang sa Duke. It was known then as Prussia, Germany and Austria. Then they went to war. Kalaban nila, sino? O di France, Russia. Ngayon, that was the First World War. The Second World War was, sino nagpatayan? Di kayo. Huwag mong sabihin yung konsensya noon ng mga lulo din nyo, mas magandang kayo ngayon. Tapos tayo magpakialaman lahat ng ASEAN, if you want to know, kasi iniipit ninyo may death penalty sa Indonesia, may death penalty sa Malaysia, tapos pinipressure ninyo yung mga leader. Kaya puro reklamo sa inyo. Na ayaw nilang magsabi sa inyo, hoy mga gago kayo, putang ina ninyo, huwag kayong makialam. Tumulong na, walang magsabi sa inyo ng ganon. Di ako na magsabi sa inyo. Puro kayo ulol. Sino bang gustong pumatay? Especially your countrymen. I was just happy to hang you if I have the preference, I'll hang all of you. Marunong kayo you're putting us down. You're exerting pressure on every country na may death penalty. Why are you so guilty about killing people? It is because it is in your genetics. That is why. Hindi ako pumapatay. Huwag mo lang galawin ang Pilipino, walang pakialam sa inyo. Yung guilt ninyo sa conscience is almost genetics. It is passed on to generations. Because ang awa naman ng Diyos, it was only during the war. It was only during yung colonial days. And you still insist about, we are trying our best to strike a deal. Because Jolo was never conquered by any who was ang Mindanao. But still, it was part of the Sri Visayas Empire of the ancient Malay race. Ang Visayas ang masyadong medyo different sa culture. But because of the vastness noon at that time, it would take you months to sail the seas. I'm sorry, I forgot you. I was carried away by the